All right, let's bring in the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Essayli. Bill, thank you so much for being with us. Really appreciate your time. I know that we got you on here at the last moment. I wanted to get your thoughts on what William Lajeunesse was talking about here. That we saw workplace enforcement under the Obama administration. We saw it under the Biden administration. We saw it under Bush. We saw it under Clinton. Yet under Trump, it's taking on a whole different tone. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, because the left here, the political leadership, they have declared open war on our federal agents. They do not want us to.
Whoop. We seem to have lost him there for a second. We'll give him a moment to see if he comes back. Yep, and looks like he's back again. Go ahead, Bill. We lost you for a second there.
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, so the California leaders here and the politicians, they do not want us to enforce immigration laws. They've had open borders for the last few years. They've imported millions of people, and the president said, we are going to enforce immigration law. They are doing everything they can to encourage the public to openly, and yes, in some cases violently, resist our agents. And this is the reason the president sent the military. Be very clear about that. The military is here to protect our agents and our property so we can continue these operations, and we will not stop. We've arrested dozens of people already for assaulting. We're going to do more, and if we get our hands on the guy who fired that gun, he can expect to face some really serious charges here in the federal government.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that because we're seeing it in video up on our screen beside you. We've got him in a highlighted circle. But we also saw people throwing rocks, trying to smash out the windows of vehicles in which federal agents were riding. Do you have any leads yet on who this fellow with the gun was?
We put out information about him. We're asking for the public's help. We currently do not know who he is, but we will find him. We found lots of people already on video captured doing violent acts. We will find this guy, rest assured. We have the resources to do it. But I want to be clear, these tactics are escalating. You saw what happened in Texas, where they actually shot officers. Now you have rioters showing up prepared to shoot our agents. This is escalating, and it's not going to end well.
So there's been a bit of a dust-up here between Governor Gavin Newsom and the CBP Commissioner Rodney Scott on X. After Newsom tweeted this, he said, kids running from tear gas, crying on the phone because their mother was just taken from the fields. Trump calls me new scum, but he's the real scum. Rodney Scott's response to that was, here's some breaking news. 10 juveniles were found at this marijuana facility, all illegal aliens, 8 of them unaccompanied. We now found that number is 9. It's now under investigation for child labor violations. This is Newsom's California. Of course, big story during the Biden administration was that they lost track of some 320,000 unaccompanied minors and the millions that came across the border. It was feared that a lot of those unaccompanied minors might be vulnerable to child exploitation. Do we believe that that's what happened here?
That we highly suspect that was what happening there. It's an active, ongoing investigation. We did we did locate some juveniles who were present at the facility. And just on the governor, he's extremely an unserious person. He has no idea what's going on at these locations. He doesn't know the facts. He instantly just puts out these tweets with no information to create hysteria and to create drama against our agents. He does not care about the welfare of the American people. He does not care about people being exploited. He cares about illegal immigrants. That's where we are. We have politicians who care more about illegal immigrants than the people of this country.
So there's a big federal case in court there in California that apparently the judge is going to make a ruling on today that could really dramatically affect how federal agents are able to carry out their operations. Here's what Tom Homan said about that pending ruling today. Listen here.
If this judge is making a decision that's against what these officers are trained, what the law is based upon, then they're going to shut down operation. I think that's your end game. They want ICE to stop doing this, but if they base it on the rule of law, they're going to find out Border Patrol and ICE is doing exactly what they're going to do in accordance with law.
So there's all of this protest, all of these lawsuits filed against what ICE and what the Border Patrol are doing. But as Tom Homan points out, as Rodney Scott points out, as many federal officials have pointed out, they're just enforcing the laws that were passed in the building behind me here in Congress.
That's exactly what we're doing in this operation yesterday. We had a warrant signed by a federal judge. They keep talking about warrants. Okay, we had a warrant yesterday, and that wasn't good enough. They still sent out the rioters to attack the agents, and they're still complaining about it. So just to be clear, they do not want us to enforce the law.
All right. Bill Essayli, the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, thanks so much for joining us. I assume that we're going to spend a lot of time together in the next 4 years. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.